this song is called Not Just a Story. I wrote this song in response to some conversations I had with some unbelieving friends of mine who shared with me that my faith was a joke and that it's just a story. It's just an old fable. It's not real. You're believing a fairy tale. And I went home and just began to think about how if it weren't for the presence of the Lord and the truth of the gospel, that what that person had said to me would be true. But it's not just a story. The Lord actually came. He physically lived here. He died for us. He conquered death and he rose from the grave. It's not just a story. And so this song came out of sort of a response to that, and it's become a song in our church that has just really resonated with our body and has really made an impact. And it has some kind of interesting chords in it. I'll admit that I stole all of these chords from Dave Matthews. These are, I don't even really know what the technical term for these chords are. I'll just show them to you and then kind of talk about how I use them. Honestly, the song is D with a D over F sharp G. That's really what the song is on the verse. Now, again, I'm a real stickler for voicings. I love the way certain voicings sound. Maybe you do too. And so what I was playing was a D and then D over F sharp G. That's what those chords are. But if you'll see what I'm doing there, on the hand here, I'm not playing anything on the E and the B string, and I'm just playing kind of this G with an A on the G. Now, these are chords that Dave made famous on his, how does it go? Right, that. Right? I mean, that's his whole Gray Street, that song. Love that song. Stole all these chords from that song. So thank you, Dave, very much. And so they're just interesting chords. I'll kind of show you the basis of them. When you're playing the D over F sharp, you got your middle finger, your 2, as they call it, your 2 on the E. And then you're kind of, you're on the D and the G string. No, I'm sorry, the G and the B string. The G and the B string, I'll correct myself. And then, so that chord is the same as the B minor chord, which is up here. And you're on, right there, you're on the 7th fret with it. So all of your fingers are on the 2nd fret here. And then for the G, I just kind of slide up, and I play the G with an A. Okay? And then there's these chords that are built like this. You can play the G like this as well. And so what's happening is your 1 and your 2 are kind of splitting themselves on the 3rd fret, and you're on the B and the E string. And now you're going to add with your ring finger another string. You're going to be now on the 4th fret on the G string. Okay, is that confusing yet? This is something you'll have to probably work on. It took me a long time to learn these chords, so don't feel bad. And I'll teach you an easier way to play it as well, but I just really like these voicings. So anyway, so like that's a G, that's an A, and up here way up high, this is a D. So if you're wondering, your 1 is on the, let's see, this would be 3, 5, 7, 9, 10th fret. Okay, so that's how I'm playing that D. So I'm D. Sense? So that's how the verse goes. I'll sing it so you hear how it goes. Every generation, every congregation, every tribe and nation sing our God is here. Every tongue and spirit, let the Father hear it. He is drawing near, let's sing our God is here. Again, and this is also a Dana song, so it's better when she sings it. So then the pre-chorus goes to this A. And all of us to the B minor with all our hearts. Now this chord is, again, shaped like the D over F sharp, so it's easy to come down to it. All of us with all our hearts are standing up to say. So that's A, B minor, or D over B, however you want to think about it. D over F sharp, G. Okay? Now, when I get to the chorus, I kind of go back and forth on this even when I play it live. I got to the point where I really didn't like having to slide back and forth up the neck so much during the choruses because it happens a lot. And so I would just begin to go to a regular D. It's not just a story, he rose from the grave. So it's D, D over B, A, okay? Let me just play the chorus and then we'll come back to it. Not just a story, he rose from the grave. It's my testimony, I'm forgiven and saved. G, it's not some old fable, but down through the years, my God is willing and able, mighty and stable. He's alive and he's here. So I'm back up to that high part. Yes, he's here. So those are pretty basic chords. Again, if you'll follow with the chord chart that's also on fikandana.com, you'll be able to kind of follow along with this video. But the chords are D, D over B, A. It's my testimony, same thing, forgiven and saved. You hop to a G. It's not some old fable. And again, when I play this G, I love to play it with the A. You hear that? Versus. So I like to play it with that A in it. It's not some old fable, handed down through the years. A, and I also am including the, the suspension there. My God is willing and able, mighty. That's a D over F sharp. Mighty and stable, he's alive and he's here, right? So, man, these are fun chords once you learn them. There's another song that we'll do in a minute that you'll be able to click on called You Deserve Praise, and they use some of these chords as well, so we'll talk about it some more on that song. But yeah, learn these chords. They're really fun, and I'm always looking for new chords because they seem to open up my life for songwriting. You know, you get so tired of playing the same 10 chords over and over, so when I learned these, I just went crazy. I wrote all kinds of songs with them. I love it. So yeah, not just a story. Do it, man. Do this song in your church. Your people will love it. Peace. Thanks.